As with any hobby, there are a lot of tools and gadgets that you can purchase. This video introduces the basic tools that you need to get started with hand embroidery. I will first go over the list of tools and then go into like a deeper dive to each one of the items. So when you go into the store and you see everything, you have a general idea of what you're looking for. There are 5 essential things that you need to happily embroider for years to come. The embroidery needles, embroidery floss, embroidery hoop, and a pair of scissors, preferably embroidery scissors. And then you can't forget about the cloth. Most fabrics are acceptable. In this video series, which I'll explain at the end of the video, any projects that I do, I will let you know what kind of cloth to use. Now time for a deeper dive into the other 4 items on the needs list. Embroidery hoops come in different shapes, sizes, and are made of different materials. Bamboo, plastic, and wood, you'll find it in the store. The metal ones you'll most likely find in an antique store or used or something. I don't think they sell them in stores anymore. New. The shape you're most likely to find is a circle. I think it's because it's the easiest shape to hold while you embroider in your lap on the couch. It doesn't move around as much and you can get a good grasp on it so it won't move around. There are table stands that hold the hoops and the rectangle shaped ones in place, but you're not doing that cozy lap embroidery that I like to do. So I wasn't a much fan of these table stands. The rectangle shape also has big ones that stand on the floor. This is for complex and big projects. Next up, the embroidery needle. So the embroidery needle is different from a sewing sharp here. You can see the differences. This is thicker to bring the thread through the cloth, and it has a larger eye to get the thread in. As you can see, this thread is much thicker than sewing thread. Embroidery floss is thread for embroidery. It is made up of a series of threads that are twisted together to make a thicker thread. This is what a sewing thread looks like, and this is embroidery. You could see that this is much thicker. Some people separate. I have too. I've separated the thread to have thinner lines in their artwork on the textile. The purpose of embroidery thread, and that's why it's thicker and it comes in some vibrant colors, the purpose is to be seen. That was meant to be seen. It's not made to be hidden, or it's just to keep something together. It's made to be seen. So, because it's artwork, you're basically painting your textiles with thread. So that is embroidery floss. I keep saying thread, I mean floss. Scissors. This is probably the most expensive item on your list if you decide to buy a pair of embroidery scissors. This is the traditional look of embroidery scissors. It's a stork. Not that it matters, you can just get plain ones, but the scissors are short and pointy, and this allows you to, well, snip thread and also to get underneath any thread that you need to. This one was 30 bucks. Sometimes you can find it on eBay cheaper, but In a pinch, use scissors. I've done it. It's a little bit more difficult because the pointy end isn't as pointy, but like I said, in a pinch. Even better, a seam ripper. If you're a sewer, you probably have this in your house. It works just as the same as this, maybe not as well as, but it works just the same. It has a pointy end, and right in there it cuts. So yeah, so embroidery, scissors, or scissors, you need them for embroidery. If you're just trying out embroidery and you don't want to invest too much money in, just use a pair of scissors. Just be careful when you cut. Okay. This video is part of a complete lesson on hand embroidery found on the Broadcast Sunny website. Or you can find more videos on the embroidery playlist on the Broadcast Sunny YouTube channel found in the info cards in the upper right-hand corner of this video. Thank you, and please show your support by subscribing.